You can't be serious. I am very serious. You should be glad I'm giving you all one last chance. Now get to it! You just had to go and review a good episode, didn't you? Hey, you never laid the rules on what we could and couldn't review. Plus, how was I supposed to know it'd be a good episode? So, if we all have to do it, what is it we're reviewing? We're doing a review mainly for someone else. It's just a special event in their life that occurs once every year. It's a birthday, isn't it? Yes. For Catastrophe. Who? That's right, you two never actually met. So anyways, time for the review. Twilight's Kingdom. What? Oh, come on! I know, it's a good episode, but for an occasion like this, I'm not going to fear him. Bring your worst for me, Nigga Wolf. You have a death wish, don't you? Let's get this banter done with and start reviewing. What have I gotten myself into? By the way, to those who for some reason have never seen this episode, this is before the great Starlight Glimmer so great just with her presence. So the main six and Spike are walking down the streets of the Crystal Empire, with Spike stating how it's only been one episode since they were here, and how he saved the Crystal Empire. Again. Dash is the one to call him out, only to get called out by Rarity. Turns out, the main six is there just because Twilight was called there. She has to lower the flag of the country that is visiting for diplomatic talks. Twilight won't be speaking because she hasn't done much as a princess up to now, despite fixing essentially every problem around her area. Oh, and she also doesn't have the castle yet. This was also back when people thought the old castle being renovated would be her castle. Turns out, no. That castle is just written out of existence. Sadly, we don't get to see dull diplomatic discussion, but instead it just jumps ahead to the end of those talks. Twilight is thanked, and that's really it. So she is sad about being useless and sings a song on the balcony, cause why not? It's a good song in all honesty. It took me a couple of times to realize that. I was just angry that Twilight sung, because this was back when there was a song quota, so to speak. Plus, the other princesses didn't really need to sing. The song itself is also relatable. Some people are unsure about what they can contribute to the world, and are unafraid that they will amount to nothing. Looking at you, college and high school students. Let's take a break from the princesses and go into a dark, foggy street that'll probably be full of rape and murder. Because that's what I think when I watch My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Here, we meet the villain. A creature that seems old, wearing a worn cloak who talks to himself. He steals a random unicorn's soul, since the cutie mark disappeared and whatnot, and announces himself as Lord Tyrek. For those who don't know, Tyrek was a villain in the old My Little Pony who captured ponies, turned them into dragons, and used them for his chariot of hell to use the Rainbow of Darkness to create the night that never ends and plunge the world into chaos. Celestia and Luna wake up after having the same vision of that guy getting murdered. Then we get the backstory of Scorpan and Tyrek. They came to steal equestrian magic, but Scorpan found friendship and betrayed his brother, and left to go on some vision quest. Fun fact, the original version of Scorpan was a human king turned into his beast form by Tyrek. Back to Tyrek, he was sent to hell by Luna and Celestia, but escaped back in Season 2 when Cerberus left his post. Since he is old, it took him a while before being able to successfully use his dark magic. The princesses come up with the plan of, let Twilight solve the problem, before Celestia reveals the real plan. Use Discord. Glad to see he kept the others informed. Twilight and the group go to the old castle, the one that was never renovated, to read. They recap the premiere with the whole Tree of Harmony. It's probably dead now until Discord Poppins arrives. He's just bragging about how he was chosen instead of Twilight, and gives Twilight the friendship journal that was also forgotten. Oh, and he also brings up how Twilight has never figured out how to open the tree chest, as well as steal Blythe Baxter's moped thing. Twilight decides to read the bookmark pages and recap us on the key episodes. Pun not intended. We also see more ponies have their souls taken, and Discord meeting up with Tyrek. Tyrek and Discord have a conversation about how Discord isn't free, but his friendship is just a new sort of prison. Discord is convinced, and teams up with Tyrek to betray the world of Equestria. Everyone but Twilight discover their random objects given to them were keys and put all of them in, except for Twilight since she's a loser. The first half ends with Celestia briefing Twilight that Discord betrayed them and they need to hide their magic within Twilight now. And that's the first half, a good first part. Well, you're not going anywhere. You literally can't, so just stay here and review. Fine. Part 2 opens up right where we left off. The princess is telling Twilight that they need to put their essences inside of her. Twilight is skeptical at first, but is won over by Celestia's logic of, We give up our energy to prevent Tyrek from getting it, while you, the most powerful being, hide out in a poverty-ridden Ponyville. Sounds good, but in the end it is actually useless. However, Twilight can't tell her friends because it'll put them in risk. Problem, she's a princess. They're already in danger. Twilight also is forced to raise the sun and moon, in which they rip off something from Sureclop Ponies. So Discord and Tyrek start their assault on Canterlot. Shining Armor gets taken down easily by the devil, and Discord has some fun. Tyrek enters the throne room and finds the alicorns are dry of any magic, and Twilight has no control over her magic while all of this is happening. Twilight tries to leave her friends behind, creating a sonic boom and crashing, while her supportive friends endanger themselves by talking with her. So Twilight has her friends stay behind in a place that could be attacked at any moment, putting them in more danger, while Tyrek imprisons the main alicorns and Cadence. And to show gratitude towards Discord, Tyrek gives him his weird necklace thing. Tyrek then sees that there is a fourth princess, and Discord tells him all about Twilight. The devil then pays a visit to Ponyville, but first, Discord returns to trap the 5 other ponies and Spike. They get drained, except for Spike since he has nothing to be drained, and then Discord gets betrayed. They also say the stupid line, "Surely you saw it coming," about them being betrayed by a close friend twice. I just don't like that it was used by Discord because it was so obvious that the devil would betray him. So now Tyrek can break reality. Why does he need alicorn magic? Who honestly knows? Anyways, the necklace belonged to Scorpion before he betrayed him. But Tyrek was given the necklace by his brother when exactly? In the book, Scorpion has it on when he meets with the alicorns, so unless he gave it to him before the alicorns attacked, the only way Tyrek could have been given it was if he killed Scorpion. That got darker. Anyways, Twilight is practicing until Tyrek shows up. Twilight runs and Tyrek destroys the library that never gets rebuilt. One evenly matched Dragon Ball-esque fight later, Twilight gives up her magic to release her friends and Discord. Discord gives Twilight the necklace that literally means nothing to her since AJ asks later, "Do you think it's the last one we need?" It is, and they become Super Saiyans and steal the devil back into Tartarus. And that's the last time we see those forms be used in the real world. The castle is created, and that's the end. So how is it? It's amazing, but that's a given knowing it was a season finale. Finales for MLP, except for maybe Starlight's and the Grand Galloping Gala, have always been great. The emotions felt by the characters could reach the audience. Adrenaline rushing at the fight, happy that the villain was defeated, worried when Twilight gave up the magic within her to free her friends, leaving her with almost no way out of the situation. It was great. The writing wasn't great throughout, though. The idea that Discord was truly reformed, I don't think anyone believed. I could probably say with certainty that everyone was waiting for Discord to betray them. The idea to bring Tyrek back was good, and he was executed very well. Sure, he did have his idea to change ponies into dragons to make the everlasting night, but the idea to capture all magic and to destroy the world was great. His design was very reminiscent of the old original Tyrek. However, his motive of revenge isn't an original idea. The castle of the two sisters was forgotten after this episode, which I also dislike. It was given attention a bit of times, with them finding it and trying to fix it up, but ultimately forgotten. The library, though destroyed, gets one episode of it afterwards, and a new one is never built. I feel like we're skipping over something. Oh well, it probably wasn't important. Like Flash Sentry. So, giving it a numerical value, this episode comes out as a solid 9 out of 10. No! 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 You aren't allowed to do this! Hey, don't blame me, I was against it. It's not me either. I know damn well who it was to push for this, and he will be punished accordingly. I'm not afraid of you. I don't care if you fear me. It's the punishment that you should be fearing.